Hi everyone, Cynthia here. Wanted to follow up on my last video in regards to my resolution to power scrap this year and catch up on about 3 or 4 years worth of scrapbooking that I haven't been able to do. And I know I had a bit of a gap there in regards to when I started organizing the pictures to now, but I wound up having an opportunity to have my ceilings redone. And if anybody has ever lived through popcorn removal of your ceilings, you know what a mess that is. So I got a little sidetracked there, but it didn't stop me from continuing to move forward. It did stop me from using this room to make the video. So let me continue sharing with you the steps that I have been taking and show you the pages that I have done with this method. So as we talked about, or as I talked about, I plan on power scrapping. And I wanted to explain to you what I meant by that and show you what it is that I have done. So I took my 4 years of pictures that I had printed and I broke them apart into themes. So for instance, I broke my Christmas apart from my Easter, from my Halloween, from my ski trip, from my trip to Paris and Italy and Israel, and separated those trips and things in life, birthdays, parties, that kind of thing. And then I broke them down even further by year. So what will happen is I will, in an attempt to get things done quickly, I will scrap all of my daughter's school pictures at the same time. I will scrap all 3 years of winter pictures at the same time. I will scrap all 3 years or 4 years of Christmas at the same time. The reason that I'm doing that is I already have the Christmas elements out. I already have the Christmas papers out, or I have my Cricut cutting out. And Christmas colors are Christmas colors and that kind of thing, okay? So I deviate a little bit, but what happens is if I'm doing winter and I have all the winter elements out, I'm thinking in that winter mode, all this stuff is already out. And I'm going to show you what I mean because I've already done some pages. But here's a good example of what it is that I have been doing. So what I do is I take the pictures that I want to scrap, or the event that I want to scrap, and I kind of go through my stuff and I pick out paper and I pick out elements and I pick out the pictures. And I start with that. So this is actually these memory keepers by, who makes these? I think Memory Keeper. And they're pretty cool. Where did I put the paper for it? But anyway, it's by this company. I got them at Hobby Lobby, and it's by this company. Okay, and this one doesn't have the pockets in the front, but this one does, and I kind of like them, but they are more expensive, and so you have to decide whether or not it's even worth it to do that. I mean, honestly, you could just use plastic, anything. Anything to keep your stuff separate. Actually, here it is. It's by Hobby Lobby's brand called Paper Studio. There's 3 in a pack for $6, but I used a coupon. Okay? All right. What's kind of neat about this, I have the paper sticking out right now, but it's a big Ziploc, and it has all these pockets in it. You could put the pictures in here, you could put the elements and pictures here, okay? It's really a neat design. I like it, but you don't have to use that, but it is nice, a good way to keep everything together. So I went through my pictures, and for this particular year of our ski trip, we go every year, I chose 2 5x7 pictures, these, okay? And one really big, I love this picture so much that I had it blown up to an 8x12. Okay, of my kids. So these are the pictures that I chose, and then I went and I picked my papers that I particularly liked for those layouts. Okay, and it's like Bow Bunny paper. This goes with this set. I kind of bought the paper in sets, and then this is all that Bow Bunny paper from Basic Gray. I'm sorry. That kind of thing. Okay, so I chose the papers. Then I chose elements, and I had all of these elements in my stash. Okay, I really like this. I like that. Right, I know we made a snowman, and pictures of the snow coming down. I chose these based off of the papers that I have here, and also based off of the events that we did. So we went skiing and snowboarding in Tahoe. I ski, but the rest of my family snowboards. They're the rebels. Anyway, and I have these. Now, I may or may not use these, but it's a great starting point based off of the pictures that I have and the things that I know that I already have and the paper. All of this was in my stash, so it kind of makes it nice, okay? So now what happens is from here I have to decide on a layout. And I do that in a couple of different ways. Let me tell you how I do that. What I do, let's pretend that I'm choosing, this is totally pretending, but let's pretend that I choose this paper, right? And then I know, let's pretend that I want, you know, these particular pictures, let's say, this and that. Let's pick one that's going the opposite direction. Here, and this, and maybe that. Okay, so let's say I chose those pictures, right? So now I know that I have a large 8 by 12, 2 verticals, 2 horizontals, right? Now that I've chosen those pictures, here's what I do. I go, and I don't sell anything. So when I'm showing you these things, I don't sell anything, just so that you know. The first thing is, now that I have Pinterest, I am addicted to Pinterest. And I have a board on there called double page sketches, but I have a lot of layouts on there, okay? And this is my name on Pinterest in case you want to check me out. Cynthia Feenstra, that's my name. You can find me by that on Pinterest. It's all lowercase. I don't know if that matters when you're searching for somebody, but that's who I am. Okay, so I have a whole bunch of layouts that I'll look at on Pinterest, okay? But I don't just use Pinterest. Otherwise, why would I have bought all of those books? One of the things that I do is I use something like this, which is called Magic. She's close to my heart. I like this because it's like great ways to get additional pictures on, and she gives you the page maps. It's really very well done. Okay. So I might use a book like this. Okay. I like it because she tells you the sizes to cut everything out. Really great book. I might use something like that. I might use Becky Fleck's books, page maps. Again, really love this kind of thing. Okay. I might use that. I might use, this is a great system. It was earlier than the Magic book. This is the same lady, Jeanette, and from Close to My Heart. And this is fantastic because she gives you all the measurements. She gives you a sample layout that's bright. But what's neat is that she'll tell you, like, this page can go with this page, and this page will go with this page. You'll have to look it up to see what I'm talking about. But again, I use this book quite a bit, okay? But and I might even use something like this, you know, scraplifting inspirations. Remember, I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. On this, I'm trying to get my pictures down. I'm trying to scrap an awful lot. And I will look, I mean, that's a great layout right there for something quick, okay? So I will look through this and find inspiration. Oftentimes, my layouts do not look anything like the page map that I use because you're using different pictures, different elements and whatever, okay? But way before Pinterest, I was pinning stuff at heart and have been collecting layouts forever. And I started this binder, honestly, 7 or 8 years ago. And what I've done for years is print out, like this is Becky Fleck's page maps. I could be printing out page maps from, this was Scrapbook, etc. And what I'll do, here's what I'll do. I'll go through, I'll look at, based off of my pictures, I'll look and I'll see what would be a really good page map for the pictures that I have. Now, I just happened to turn to this. It's a great example. See this one right here? That picture is almost 6 by 10. And then look, I've kind of got a horizontal and 2 verticals. And that's kind of what I chose here, isn't it? So instead of this is 8 by 10, close to 8 by 10. Mine is 8 by 12. This is a 6 by 10. But I could use my 8 by 12. And then based off of this design, I'll start messing around with it. Now I know that I'm gonna need 2 different kinds of papers or 3 different kinds of papers, and I'll pick something like this, right, to put on this, you know, a paper like that as one of my papers to choose. and I'll go through my paper stack over here. And as it should turn out, because I like to buy things like that go together, as it should turn out, I need 2 other different kinds of paper. Well, look, I have this that can go with it. I have this that can go with it. I have papers on the opposite sides that go with this particular collection. Now, based off of that, I see I have some design element. I have a design element here. I have a punch here, maybe some ribbon there, design element here. I can have that page down in minutes because I have the page map. It's the work is already done. Okay. Why am I going to reinvent the wheel when I have 2,000, 3,000 pictures that I'm trying to scrap? And that's what I'll do. I'll use that page map and quickly get a layout down. I can have that layout done in no time, and I will use the elements that I have already picked out that are in my kit to get it done. So when I see on there that there's a little spray, right? So for instance, using this as my page map, using this one, I'll have that little spray there. Well, real quickly, I already remember I have this, okay, that I can use. So that is pretty much how I get the pages done super quickly. Now, to give you an idea of how much I got done, I just started catching up, or I just started scrapping last week because my ceilings were being done. And in one day, I got done 4 double page spreads using that while I was sitting with a girlfriend chit-chatting. So let me show you, I'm going to show you some pages that I got done. All right, make sure I get this in the camera right. Show you some pages I got done. And then I'll show you some other more decorative pages that I got done as well, and my thoughts behind that. Okay, so what happened was I'm trying to do my daughter's graduation from high school and college. Okay, and my daughter went to a collegiate high school, which means that she went to high school and college at the same time to get her associate's. So she got her associate's degree 1 month before she graduated high school, dual enrolled. There's an actual college here that does that. And so what happened was she real quickly went from where I needed to do her high school graduation to her FSU college graduation 2 years later with her bachelor's. Okay, this layout that you see, page map, totally page map, got it done in under an hour. Okay, nothing super fancy about it, but it's better than having it in the it's better than having it in a shoebox, right? Tells the story. So I got that layout done. This was her high school graduation. This was a high school graduation party that we had for her. Okay, I love printing out a big picture on one side. It tells the story. Okay, and this one you can see I put a little more work into it, a little more design elements into it. Okay, and then on this side, I used that big punch, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 pictures down, and quite frankly, they don't need to be bigger than that. They tell the story of the people and the events that were going on. My husband was rather emotional, very proud of her. Okay, so got that layout done. Okay, then she was president of the National Honor Society along with several other awards. I know I'm bragging here. So she was a speaker at the graduation. And this design, this layout, honestly, 100% a page map. Sizes, everything. But then when it says put an element here, put a title here, put a design here, I did it. That's what I did. These are from Dusty Attic, and I just slid my ink pad over it real quickly, which painted it. Plop those things down, boom, done. This layout, honestly, less than an hour. Okay. Now we're on to the FSU. Okay. And I used FSU colors. Again, I had a really great picture. I took a picture of my daughter jumping and throwing her hat. And so I love that picture. And I had a really great shot of her. Just kind of, again, a punch. Boom. Love those big punches. Stuck down the title, which was pre-cut. Thank you, FSU. Jolie's, you know. And again, the page map, 100%. Nothing in that page map did I come up with myself. I just used a page map. Okay, now the next layout, the story with this one is, you know how they superimpose your kid into something? Well, that means it's the same face every time. Well, of course, I got suckered into buying the pictures. And, but I didn't want that same face all over it. So what I did was that's why, I hope you're not seeing too much of a glare. That's why I did this, okay? And it's, because look, it's the same face. Ooh, I'm not on the camera, sorry. It's the same face. It's the same face. So I paid for the pictures, I kind of want them on the page, but I don't want the whole thing covered with the same face that I have here. The reason it's in the page protector already is because I had to slice it in order to get that in. Now, can I tell you what this is? I highly recommend this. Let me tell you what this is. It is so easy. Here's what I did. I think I was at, I forgot what store. Where was this? And I basically picked these guys up, okay? So these are those fills for your, what do they call that? The photo books, right? You know what I'm talking about, right? On this side, you're supposed to, you know, you put it in the hole punch, the holes, and it like that, and then you slide them in this side. Let me tell you what I did. I just sliced that guy off right there. Folded this, okay? Put this picture on top of it to cover what it is. Look. Look. So this part gets glued down. This goes like this. So I've got this here, and then this comes out like this. How easy is that, right? You get, I don't even know how many you get in a package for like $4, and they are, you know, acid-free. 24 refill pages. I do that a lot. Makes it super simple. Boom, done. I don't have to connect anything. Glue that thing down. Great way to get pictures on a page. Okay, so again, super quick layout, but it gets it done. Okay, and then finally for these, I did this layout, and if you'll notice, now this is paper from the same collection as, what is it, this one, back when she graduated high school. So here she is graduating college, and look, it's the same paper as that. But is it going to matter in the big scheme of things? No. If I didn't show it to you, you wouldn't even have known. But I had it out, and so I used it, and I liked it with that. It was a paper stack, okay? And glued stuff down. This is not my design, again. Glued stuff down, put in some bling, because, you know, girls love bling. And because she went to FSU, I felt like I really had to put the FSU paper there. Stuck everything down, done. I did those 8 pages, those 4 double-page spreads, hanging out with my girlfriend here in my scrapbook room, chit-chatting away about life in 4 hours. And you know how crazy it is when you're scrapping with friends, you think you won't get anything done. All right, but here's the thing. I also wanted some fancy stuff. My daughter, when she was graduating, she had on a really pretty dress underneath. We spent the day and we went around FSU and we took pictures, okay? And so what she was wearing was this dress, and she just looked stunning. And so I wanted a really pretty layout, and you can see that I chose this paper because look at the dress. And that's the paper. Now, I did not design that layout. That page map, in other words, something like this behind it, something like that, something like this, the circle there, and the 2 pictures, a page map, and then I stuck my stuff in. And because this particular paper happened to have a butterfly underneath it, I just took a pretty Prima butterfly and put it there. But as far as the layout design itself, I didn't reinvent the wheel. I just took what I had and made it happen. And so, you know, I want some of my pages to be a little fancier, okay? Here's another one I did. That layout, by the way, the pink one took me about 2 hours. This layout took me about 4 hours, and I want to tell you it is 100% design copy from a page on Heartfelt Creations that I had pinned to my board. So check out my Pinterest board. The reason it took me so long to do this layout, I love this picture of my daughter's eyes, okay, the day of graduation. But the reason it took me so long is because I stamped and then cut all of the flowers. I made the flowers. And, you know, this is also Heartfelt Creation die cuts. So these are the Heartfelt Creation die cuts that go with the stamps, but it takes time, and I inked them and whatnot. And so it took me a while, okay? Love that layout, and yet again, didn't reinvent the wheel. Is anybody gonna know that I didn't reinvent the wheel when they're looking at the book? No, so I have to get over that. All right, all of that being said, I did a total of 16 pages in a week that way. But as I got towards the end, my son said to me, Mom, because he doesn't realize how I'm scrapping, he said to me, Mom, this isn't fair. You're scrapping all of Alexis and none of me. Okay, so what happened was I felt bad and I was like, no, I'm going to get to you. I'm just kind of working on Alexis's school right now. So I really had to do a page about my son. And so I did this layout. Okay, honestly, again, it was paper taken from the Tim Holtz collection. Okay, and again, a page map, really. Well, partly a page map. It was a combination of a page map and not a page map. I kind of started to go with it myself after a while. But the design idea started with a page map, and then I was like, okay, I'm just going to go with it myself. And, you know, stick some metal on there, you know, can you see that? And this here. And these tiles. And honestly, inked it up and had it done in an hour, maybe. Okay. So that's how I'm doing it. I've got 16 pages done in this week alone. And I actually wanted to show you a work in progress, still wrapping up my daughter. This is still her school, and it's actually my last layout that I'll be doing for her school. And just to kind of show you the process of how I go through it, you can see that I'm working on this right now. I haven't really decided how I'm going to make it happen, but I want something about a key to success. I loved this paper. It was from the, what is it, Trade Winds collection? Die Cuts with a View Trade Winds, I think it is. Now, this is a page map, but I haven't decided if I really, you know, I'm not gluing anything down yet because I haven't really decided if I want it like that. And I'm not too nuts about this. I think I want to bring this over, you know, this paper over on that side. And I'm, you know, kind of working this thing out and whatever. The page map has it going 4 across, but I don't want to do that because I want to pop dot this guy right here, you know. So anyway, that's kind of the process. And honestly, so far, as you can tell, all I've done is cut stuff. I haven't really put too much into it yet. And I'll finish this page today and it, you know, it'll be done. It'll be done. I'll journal and get it down and it'll be awesome. So that is how far I've gotten. And just to give you an idea, and like I said, honestly, on the 16 pages I've completed so far, 3 of them are what I would consider where I spritzed the paper with, you know, diamond glitz or whatever you call it, glimmer mist, and inked and, you know, put flowers and that kind of stuff. I'm not doing that on all because I wouldn't be able to get it done. So that's why some pages are going to be a little more special, and some pages where I have a ton of pictures and I really need to get it done, I'm going to get it done. So I will continue to share my journey with you. Please, please let me know, because I got a lot of people telling me that they were going to join me on this journey. And so I'd love to see how far you've gotten, what you've been doing. And if you happen to make a video, make sure you link it to this so that I can see what you've done. Okay? So thanks for taking this journey with me, and if nothing else, for letting me ramble as I hold myself accountable to getting done these scrapbook pages. One of the things that I'm doing is I'm hosting a monthly crop. Just girlfriends invited to come over and spend the entire day cropping at my house. And so I have room for 10, and I don't know how many will come as a total, but you know, just getting together and holding each other accountable to crop and and get it done. Get it done already. So that's one of the things that I'm doing. So I'm hosting that this Saturday. So I'll be sure to come back on and show you how much I got done during the crop. All right, looking forward to seeing what it is that you do. God bless you guys. Bye.